Greetings and salutations. Johnny Mac, Locker Metal Plus. Don't worry, I will not be doing the rest of this with a dodgy Scottish accent. Yeah, so this is going to be my Dead of Winter Festival. This is the shirt from the first one, from the first year. Gig review thing. I'll have a waffle about it. Go through the weekend. There'll be live clips from all the bands, hopefully all the bands. I don't know, I haven't had a chance to transfer them all across yet, but I'll do that at the end, obviously. And I'll show some merch and shit. So, in the background we'll actually listen to one of the bands. This is Funest from Italy, with their only full-length Desecrating Obscurity. I'll do it. There's lyrics and stuff as well in there. About 12 tracks. Oh, suits you, sir. Italian. But want to be Swedish, obviously. Listen to that. HM2 worship at its finest. Very dismembered, as you can hear. So yeah, I'll be talking about these in a minute. But this is one I had. I showed this on the last video, the last death metal one, when I was previewing this festival. So yeah, I've had this. This is the CD version, and as mentioned, the vinyl version has a different cover, which I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, so weekend, swig of this. Third year, gets bigger than better each time. This is the first time we've had 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night. We always go down on Friday anyway and just get hammered on the Friday night, usually at the Solid Rock Bar, but this time we had a show to go to. I think it was kicking off about 6:30, something like that. 6 o'clock, 6:30, doors opened. So I got there. I drove. I left the house about 9 o'clock on Friday morning. Picked up a few people. Locked up in Scotland about 5-ish. So dropped the bags off in the hotel. Met the other guys that all they'd turned up at Solid Rock, and then we went over and I'm fucking knackered. God, I'm still the cover thing. Bloody hell. Anyway, shout out to all the people that I met there, new and old. Let me have a think. New people we met. Dan, Heavy Metal Berserker, came up. That was nice to see him. He came on the train by himself. We had Gordon, used to be Black and Hymns, now Black and Lifts. Came over from Ireland, as long as Marty, not Marty Mac obviously, and his mate Chicken. What a fucking legend. So yeah, they were new people that came over really. The usual crowd. Liam came up, Death Doom Metalhead. Mark Jewissy came with me, along with we picked Wendy up and my mate Dave, who've all been to all 3 as well so far. Sean the Beast came up. Who else was there? We met tons of people, the usual crowd. Dave Arcee came up as well. Anyway, music. Big shout out to Kendo and Quando, Ken and Ken, 2 Kennys, for organising it. Fucking brilliant. Kenny was a fucking absolute nutter as usual, stage diving and everything, and Kendo was just his usual jovial self, fucking introducing all the bands, coming down, meeting everybody, giving us all hugs and that. Just fucking 2 legends of men. As usual, the hospitality in Glasgow second to none. Fucking spot on, absolutely brilliant. Right, so let's show you the band shirt, the festival merch. That's the front, that's the back. awesome stuff, as you can see. Look at the artwork. Lovely jubbly. Yep, so that's the only complaint I've got, boys. This one hasn't got the bands on it. No bands on. Now, I must admit, last year, obviously, because of the fucking storms and shit, we were supposed to have a 2-nighter. Friday night was cancelled. Not all the bands could turn up on the Saturday because Glasgow was shut down. It was like fucking 28 days later when we got there on the Friday. We shouldn't have been driving up, but anyway, what the hell. It's death metal you do, don't you? So yeah, last year's has got all the bands that should have played in the 2 nights on it, which I can't fucking find my last year's shirts. Somewhere in the drawer or the cupboard somewhere. But this one, they got the bands on there and on the back as well, which is cool, the first year. Anyway, I digress. So, first band of the day on the Friday were these. This is Drēor. Now, I've seen these guys at, me and Dave saw them at Death Over Digbeth last year. I did a review about it. They were fucking great. They were early on there as well. Sort of old school death metal, a little bit autopsy-ish. 3-man. All 3 of them actually did some of the singing. I was chatting to Nate, I think, that guy there with the beard. Chatting to him. On this side, I was chatting to Nate, the drummer and singer. Quite a bit over the festival on the Friday and the Saturday. Top bloke. Great stuff. They didn't have any CDs when we saw them in Birmingham, Digbeth, so I noticed on the socials said they were going to have some at Dead of Winter, so I said stick one to one side for me, and they did. So yeah, thank you boys, fucking great stuff, cheap as chips as well. So pleased to have this. If I'd given it one blast, it sounds fucking ace, heavy as fucking brutal, which is what we like. Right, next up, the legends that are Abysmal Decay. That's the tape they brought out last year, I think. 2 tracks. Scottish, old school death metal. Only Death is Real. The brainchild of David, who used to be in Coffin Mulch. I think he was in Blame Bath as well. He's currently in these. I think he's in Gouger, if they ever do any more stuff with Kenny. He's also in Grave Ghoul with Lion. Yeah, so we've also got Diego, who's in Blame Bath, plays guitars in Blame Bath, and he's got his own band. Worship Murder? Murder Worship? I can never fucking remember. I'm a stupid bastard, and I didn't make a note of it. Did I? Murder Worship I put, so there we go, we'll go with that. Yeah. And I think George, the bass player, I'm pretty sure he's been in, did I make a note? I think he's been in a couple of other bands as well, possibly Blame Bath or whatever. The guys up in Scotland play for multiple bands because they're talented fuckers. Something in the water, as we keep saying. But yeah, Abysmal Decay, they were just absolutely fucking awesome. I was chatting to David, drummer and vocalist, afterwards, and he said he wasn't happy with the set. I think he dropped his fucking drumsticks a couple of times. I didn't fucking notice. The beer was flowing and they sounded just fucking wicked, and he didn't actually miss a beat, so it sounded fucking ace. Got myself a hat, which is sweet as. They had a fucking cool 1-track Lathe Cut 7-inch single there that I know Beast picked up. I was going to, but just fucking forgot about it, so I may have ordered one of them since, so wait for the future update to see that. Neat. They were fucking brilliant, by the way. Yeah, spot on. So so far so good. Next up were Putrid Offal, another band I'd seen before. Seen these guys at UK Death Fest. French death grind. Well, I can tell by the tons of songs on there. They were just fucking immense. They were really good. I didn't grab anything by them. This is something I had previously. But yeah, the drummer was an absolute beast. Proper monster. a machine, as they say. Yeah, they were full blasty, DVE, fucking awesome. Yeah, the blast beats for days. The drummer was just insane. Anyway, so that was Putrid Offal. Next up is the band we're listening to. As you can listen to that. Oh, filthy, dirty, horrible, nasty stuff. Right, so I grabbed the album on vinyl, as I said. So that's the cover of the CD, that's the cover of the vinyl. Totally fucking different. Back's the same. I thought it's a different cover for whatever reason. CD coming out on Memento Mori. The vinyl's out on Morbid Generation Records. Band again and lyrics, not much different, to be honest. I've not had a chance to get. I still haven't bought any more inners. But black vinyl, good stuff. Slightly different, upside down fucking pictures, but there you go. I never said I was professional. So yeah, that's the artwork on the vinyl, which is wonderful. And so that's the back, which is the same. Cool shit. So yeah, they were band of the night for me, and possibly band of the weekend. They were just fucking absolutely immense. I even got a shirt, which I'd forgotten I bought until I found it on the Saturday. I went, fucking hell, I bought a Funest shirt. Happy days. I said they're Italian, members of Tenebro. I think I'll make a note of yeah, I think a couple of the members actually play live for Tenebro, because obviously Tenebro's only a two-man project in the studio, and there's quite a few of them live, so I think there's members of Funest that play live because they're all Italian and mixed up with the bands. They were just fucking ace. Funest. If you haven't heard anything by them, grab the CD, grab the album. I don't know if they'll ever play UK again, but if they do, fucking check them out. Excellent. Check the track at the end of this. Sounds good. I've got shorts on my channel as well. Not a pair of fucking shorts. I did a minute clip on YouTube Shorts for each of the bands as well, so you can have a look at them on the channel. Probably the same track, but just a different part of the track that I'll put at the end of this one. Anyway. Right. Yeah, that'll do you. It's shed. Right. Coffee. Next, we had, oh yes, fucking headliners, Abrupt Demise from the Netherlands. Just unrelenting, brutal, full on. Yeah, it's moved. Death metal, brutal death metal, just absolutely blistering, bash your face in. Left us wanting more, and then we went over to Solid Rock and had more beer, and then a few of us went to get some noodles and shit. So back in the hotel for about half past one-ish, absolutely hammered, but got a good night's sleep. Next day didn't start till 1 o'clock, half one, so me being me, I'm not good in the morning, so I stayed in bed till like 11ish. Met everybody in Spoons for a breakfast, then back to Ivory Blacks, the venue, who was fucking spot on, by the way. Everyone that was there were great, staff were wonderful, it was awesome. Right, bands. First band, Void Below. I've got nothing by them, so I can't show you anything. Didn't buy any merch. From Cumbria, again, kind of following on from Abrupt Demise, in that they were quite brutal, almost slammy in places, but not. I don't mean the vocally ways. You know what I mean. They got brutally technical death metals, good shit. They were really good. Started it off nicely. Next up was Austerymn. I don't know how we pronounce it. I don't think anyone does, apart from the band themselves. Should have asked Lich, obviously. Now that was Lich Mumford on guitar, and Nick Simpson, both on Malediction. This is their other band. I think Nick does all the singing, and I think he played bass for them right then. Another guitarist and a drummer. Yeah, they were fucking ace. I've not got anything by him. I was going to grab a shirt, but didn't get down to it. I've ordered a CD off eBay because I had to have it, and I missed it at the time. It was like, there were so many fucking bands playing, and I wandered up to where the merch was and ended up just chatting to people, so it's one of them. So they were fucking great. Just classic UK death doom. A lot of the songs were back in the 90s. They've got that sound, you know, your benediction-y sort of sound. Not quite bolt thrower-y, but you know what I mean when I say old school death. I got fucking big red eye now. Anyway, that'll teach me. Yeah, Austerymn were fucking awesome. Really enjoyed them. Lich's first appearance of the night. Next up, Lost Brethren. I believe it's the guitarist from the Irish band The Crawling, who are really cool. Gordon, who I've mentioned before, was Blackened Hymns, now he's Blackened Lifts. He actually sent me a copy of the Crawling album. I think it was Gordon that sent to me. If it wasn't, it was Black Leather Eyes. Someone sent me a copy of the Crawling album anyway, and it's fucking ace. So, and it wasn't Marty. So yeah, Irish band. I don't know if the other members of Lost Brethren are Irish. Musically, they're very good. They're technical. It's very technical death metal. Live on stage, they didn't quite do it for me. Wasn't enough in it. But that's just me. So, I wasn't really into them much. Next up, we had Miasmic Serum, again from Italy. Yet again, a couple of members from Tenebro's live band. To be honest, I didn't know a lot about them. Mark G, he said he thought they were quite grindy, but they were just they fucking blew us all away. A few people went and got, because there was going to be, after these, there was a break for like an hour so they could restock the bar, and we could all go and get some food, because otherwise it's a long fucking day without any food, and they didn't have any. Saves people missing bands. So they were the band before, and a few people, about 4 or 5 of the gang we were with, went, nah, fuck it, we're going to get food early. Never heard of them, not bothered. What a mistake. They were fucking ace. Yeah, the ones of us that stayed, 4 or 5 that stayed, fucking hell, Miasmic Serum, absolutely stunning. I was gutted as well. They had in the merch, they had a CD, but it was in like a VHS box thing. I think it was a CD, could have been a tape, I don't know, but it was in a VHS box, limited edition fucking thing, and they must have only had a couple, and by the time I went to have a look at it, they'd all fucking gone, CDs had gone, everything had gone, so I didn't get anything by them. I'm gutted, because they were fucking awesome. So then we had a break, went to Spoons, got some food in, as you do, then back on the ale. First band up, it can't be that, can it? Were they first band? Fucking hell. Let me check my notes. I put down that DeathCollector were the first band. Let's have a look. What's that? Yeah, DeathCollector was first band after the break. So, got back just as they'd started. DeathCollector is another band that Lich is in, Lich Mumford, but this time he played bass with them. Again, old school CD, just old school death metal, absolutely wonderful. I think they got together, the members of the band just got together to do something around COVID or after COVID or something, but it sounds like, you know, they've been on since the fucking 90s or whatever. Wonderful stuff. If you've not heard it, why. Just check them out. DeathCollector, they're fucking great, and this is brilliant. So hopefully they've got another album coming out, and we should be sorted. So they were awesome. Really impressed with them. Next up we had Blasphemer, and I've got to show you this shirt, possible shirt design of the weekend. There we go. If you don't know this man, if you know your serial killers, you will do. This is Peter Sutcliffe, one of the UK serial killers. On the arm it's got Blasphemer logo, and on the other arm there is a hammer and a screwdriver, and on the back it says it's hammer time. I'm not going to explain. I'll let you, if you don't know Peter Sutcliffe, you Google him. But yeah, so I had to have a long sleeve, so there you go. Blasphemer again. When I did my other video, I've got the album, I think it was it EPL album? Yeah, full length I think. Came out last year before, on cassette, but it's in the attic and I can't be asked. I'm looting through all the stuff to try and find it. So that's that. Blasphemer were really good again, old school. They got a bit of a blackened edge for me, but they were just fucking absolutely blistering. I was chatting to the drummer afterwards because he was looking after the merch tent where the merch guy was gone. The merch table, while I was buying my shirt, and he was pleased how it went, and I told him it was fucking absolute blistering set. Yeah, they were full on. I'd happily go and see Blasphemer again. They were supposed to play last year, but with all the fucking storms and shit, they couldn't make it, so I was well chuffed. They actually replaced Coffin Mulch, because Coffin Mulch was supposed to play this year, and I can't remember, Alan Boys had to pull out. I think there was somebody somewhere, one of the members had an injury or something, so that's where that is. So yeah, couldn't make it, so Blasphemer came in at the last minute, and they were fucking absolutely brilliant. Absolutely stunning stuff. After that, yeah, we're back to fucking Italy. Yes, 3 Italian bands, and all were fucking stellar. Sepolcro, grabbed this. This is a 5-track EP. Now, as I said, if you look there, that says Hannes on drums and vocals. Hannes is obviously from Tenebro as well, one of the main guys. So this is another Italian. They're a lot like Tenebro, if you like that sort of deep gutturals, horror-based stuff. Not as many, it's not many sort of samples and stuff. This is more straightforward death metal, but the vocals are just fucking filthy and nasty. Wonderful stuff. Can I show you? Yeah, it's just a cover. CD's quite cool. That's shiny with it. Sigil, do you call them? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that's the band there. Yeah, good stuff. Sepolcro were fucking wicked. Yeah, just stunning. Really good. So there we go. Some people were starting to flag. Not me, obviously. Next up we go to some Swedish death metal, but not HM2. And I grabbed this. On the last video that I did talking about this festival, I showed the second album by this band. This is the first album. I think they've only done 2 full lengths, I could be wrong. This is Toxaemia. As I said, from Sweden. This is Where Paths Divide. Wonderful piece of death metal. Yeah, great stuff. They were just fucking awesome. I'm not a big fan of clear vinyl, but there you go. I think the other's lead vinyl. I'm not sure why it's clear. Probably lead vinyl would have suited this, to be honest, with the cover. But there you go. I'll do like that cover. Yeah, Toxaemia, just fucking great. Quite melodic-y compared to a lot of the other bands that have been on. Death metal, very proficient. You could tell the guys have been have been in various other death metal bands for quite some time. They just seem really compact, really tight, and just a fucking perfect way to finish off the weekend. Just absolutely stunning. All the bands were wonderful. Everyone was great. That'll do me. I've waffled on for 25 minutes. I'll put some clips and I'll put some pictures if I remember, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.
Monitor.